Hey everybody, it's Saturday night. Wasn't sure if I was going to do a beer review today, but haven't been, like I mentioned earlier, yesterday, I haven't been feeling too well lately, but I decided to do one. I've been outside. We got some snow overnight, not as bad as a lot of places, only about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches. It was wet and heavy though, so it took some work to do some shoveling. I'm going to do one I've been sitting on for few days. Saw it at the local store, surprised I saw it. It's a new one from a brewery here in Iowa. They're Templeton Red. This is their Red Rambler Ale. I don't think I've reviewed that. It's just an amber ale that they put out. This has been from the website. It says, after aging for over 12 months in Templeton Rye prohibition-era whiskey barrels, our Templeton Red is now available in 22-ounce bottles. As it's stated on the label, there was a time when alcohol was forbidden in America, creating a void filled only by the time's most daring entrepreneurs. For this unique beer, we proudly join forces with Templeton Rye Spirits in Templeton, Iowa, and their infamous prohibition-era whiskey. Aged 12 months in Templeton Rye casks, this red ale hints of whiskey, vanilla, and oak. Drink inconspicuously or boldly share it with friends. It says Templeton Red will be released in small batches over the next 2 months and shipped in kegs and bottles to local stores, restaurants, and bars across Iowa. Out-of-state accounts are set to follow in 2014. One thing I don't like about Templeton, they never put a date on their bottle, and they don't put any ABV. There's no ABV on the website. I did call the brewery yesterday, and they told me, apparently, I've heard this before from other brewers. In this state, apparently the alcohol commission or whatever, if you put a ABV on there, it's got to be exactly that. If you've got it marked 5.8 and they test it and it's 5.9, I don't know, they write you up or something. I don't know what it involves, but so a lot of the Iowa breweries don't put their ABV on their bottles for just that reason. It's a weird law. But anyway, he told me it was approximately 7%. The Red Rambler is 5.8, I think. So it's probably gained some through shrinkage in the barrels. It's probably gained some, but they're estimating about 7%. So I'm going to use I haven't used it in a while, I'm going to use my Peachtree pint glass. A little bit of hiss, a little bit of smoke. I bought 2 bottles of this. I might try aging the other one. Yeah, it's an amber beer. It maybe a little darker than normal. Just got a wisp of a slightly off-white head. Bunch of carbonation streaming up. Not a ton, but quite a bit. Let's get a nose on it. Okay, I'm getting that rye whiskey right up front. A little bit of oak, a little vanilla. Maybe just a hint of tobacco in there, some caramel, but definitely a good dose of that whiskey, that's for sure. Not a lot there besides the whiskey, and just some. It's sweet. It smells sweet. There's not no hoppiness that I've noticed. So let's get a taste. Okay, there's some pale malt in there, but that's primarily whiskey. Getting a lot more of that vanilla and oak on the flavor than I got off the nose. Some caramel, some decent maltiness that actually balances out the whiskey flavor better than some whiskey barrel aged beers I've had, but. Fairly medium light mouthfeel. Carbonation has died just completely, totally. This bottle, It's coolish. I've had it out of the fridge for probably an hour or so. Been watching some basketball games. There wasn't much on for football today, so watching some college basketball. So let me sit. I will sit and sip on this a while, and I'll come back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's 20 minutes or so. It's warmed up a little bit. Not a lot has changed. This is still very whiskey forward aroma and taste. It's like a really nice mixed drink. Whiskey and something. Not whiskey and Coke. Whiskey and amber ale. It's an interesting mixture, that's for sure. I mean, it's a nice drinkable beer, but it's apparently it's a one-trick pony as far as I'm concerned. It's primarily whiskey and something else, and it's good. I like it. I'll enjoy the other bottle. I'll probably share it with someone rather than drinking it all by myself, but darn good beer. Not something I think I'll buy again. I'm glad I got the second bottle. I can share it with somebody, maybe get a different opinion, but I'm going to give the Peachtree Templeton Red, their amber ale aged in Templeton Rye whiskey barrels for a year. This says for over 12 months from the website. It's a decent drinkable beer. It's better than a lot. Not as good as some I've had. Definitely the some that Boulevard has done with the Templeton barrels. I like a lot better. But so I'm going to give the Peachtree Templeton Red barrel aged. I'm going to give it a good solid 7.5 out of 10. Decent drinkable. It's not a bad beer. It's just not a great beer. So next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers.